Okay guys, so I'm back, and let's be honest, my last "What was your Wastewise City" video like? Okay, now that was a bit weird, especially my voice. Just look at my voice.
40-liter garbage bins you may have now.
Are you serious? This is torture.
Anyway, that's off topic. The reason I made an improved version is, you'd probably notice on the Wastewise Campbelltown, I didn't really do a good job, but that's not the point. It's about me changing the name from Campbelltown to just a normal Wastewise. So, I thought, why not make a video for the whole of Australia? Because I know our audience is widely ranged. And if you're from another country, I guess you can still take it in and understand what Australia needs. I'm going to focus on a couple of things though, so let's just look at it. The reason I changed it from Campbelltown is because my own city doesn't even like my idea. I'm not allowed to really contribute anything, so me working on this project for about 5 years was a complete nonsense. Because I've been working on this since I was in year 5, and I've been trying to get in touch, but they said they got the letters, but they didn't even bother telling me. But who cares? So, it doesn't matter about my city, we can always think about other cities. Example, Camden, Wollondilly, Liverpool, Hornsby, etc. Blacktown, you get it. And even Moorland, Tamworth, Darwin, Kununurra, Perth, Cooper Pedy, Alice Springs. I'm just trying to, get all the cities in all the states. Canberra, Tasmania, Hobart, whatever. But we need to focus on not just recycling and reducing, but thinking about what we use. Now, I got this idea from a comment that was made on the video. As you can see here, it's by Remy Reemster. He might have changed his name, so it might look different here, but yeah, I think it was him, but I want to thank him, because that taught me a lesson, because it shows that you don't need to have bigger bins or smaller bins to reduce the impact to the earth. You need to have a look at what the bins you put into the bins, like plastic and stuff like that. So that's when we go back to we start. Now, I put out a poll and I asked a couple of my friends, what is the best way to promote recycling? Now, this is what came up for me, and this is what we're going to look at. So the first thing my friend said was social media. Now, if we look at social media, that's a really good way to promote it. Like right now, YouTube, social media. And social media is also messaging and contacting friends. Some Facebook pages, Instagram pages, Twitter pages, Reddit, and so on, including Flickr, LinkedIn and all of that. You can share a lot of information and a lot of people can get in touch, especially with your local and wider community. That is a good way. Another way that was said was that we should have posters. Now, posters are a good one, but then again, if you think about it, if you look at a normal wide city, you can see that there's a lot of posters around, but they've been graffitied off and nobody really cares about them, because who's going to stand in front of a poster and read 1,000 words? There's going to be someone, but the normal community wouldn't do that. Now, I've got some examples. You can see these in unit blocks. You can see wide, big recycling logos that say put this in this bin, put this in this bin. But still, cities don't manage to reduce their waste, because as you can see in the photos on the screen, waste is a big problem everywhere. There's so much waste around here. Now, I'm not going to go into the bin sizes and stuff like that, but we can talk about the garbage trucks. I remember last time I was talking about just my city and how some councils have different type of trucks, but we can look at all of them. Example for me right now is Byron Shire Council. They have clean city and stuff like that, but then they also have an 80-litre fortnightly service. That means a resident only makes 40 litres or less of rubbish a week. Now that is amazing. That is a really good start. One of my friends' grandma, they only make less than a Coles bag of rubbish each fortnight. That's only like 5 litres of garbage a week. Now, they should be congratulated. But then again, you can also look at the recycling bin, which is halfway. That can also be reduced. Don't forget that you can also cash in and you can get money for the returns, like bottles and cans and, you know, stuff like that. You can get 10 cents. You can earn some pocket money and then help the wider community too. And if you want to help even further, you can donate to that. And if you could donate to recycling places that can better teach sustainability purposes. Another thing that someone said was signage on a garbage truck. Now, if you look at signage on a garbage truck, does that really do anything? I know us Garbo kids, we love watching the trucks. But, like, the normal community doesn't stand outside and watch their garbage truck every single week. Now, for me, an example is Campbelltown City Council. Campbelltown City Council says no to lids, but I only realised this once I actually paid really close attention to the recycling truck. It's so hard to spot. Like, these small things need to be advertised bigger. You can't have very small items put on little things that people might not be able to see. Something else that was mentioned was stickers on top of bin lids. Now, that is a really good one. It can be on top, on the body, or even on the inside of the lid. Because every time someone opens the bin lid, they'll be able to read what they can and cannot put into the bin. But my main idea that I've been trying to introduce to everyone, instead of a 4th bin for glass, why can't we get a 4th bin for soft plastic? If we get a 4th bin for soft plastic, doesn't that mean all that soft plastic going into landfill, going into the oceans, hitting all the turtles, you know? Soft plastic is the area that affects everyone. I mean, the Victorian government, they have glass recycling. Like, what is that going to do? Glass recycling, take, like, maybe, like, 10% of, like, recycling out of bins. Like, I can understand there's a fair few people that drink a lot of stubbies, but, like, not everyone has glass jars.
And the purple bin, glass bottles and jars.
This is all about making sure that we better sort our household.
Sorry, I just think I'm too stupid to understand this.
We better sort our household waste.
My question for the Premier is how much more are Victorians going to be paying for a 4th bin?
I looked at my own bin and, like, I create maybe 3 or 4 glass jars in a week, or even 2 weeks. So what's the point of having that many bins? But you can have that many bins for a better purpose, like soft plastic recycling. Some people can't go to the shop and put it in the bins because they don't have time. So why not give a bin to a resident? It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to get collected a lot. Some simple things that the council can think about. And also, even if it's a standard council that can't do anything else, think about the signage. Think about the things you can do. But then again, you also need to think about what you buy before you go to the shopping centre so you can reduce the amount of rubbish you use. So, on the screen, I will now put up on some recycling posters for the whole of Australia. And you should try and follow these for your bins. And I just want to make something clear. Do not put any sort of recyclable or garbage material in your garbage bins. Make sure that you do not put these things into your recycling and organics bins because they can really contaminate what's inside of your bins. So now you can look at the photos on the screen to show you that what you have to put inside of your bins. Now, my council, Campbelltown City Council, may not have taken my idea, but hopefully another council can take the 4th bin idea of soft plastics instead. Because sometimes councils need to use their brain and get their head out of the ground. Come on, Australia. Even if you're new to this channel, or if you've seen it so many times, do something to help your community. Pick up some litter, recycle right, or maybe see some posters of how you could help with recycling in your city. But make sure to always reduce what you buy at your shops. Hopefully someone can see this video and can pass it on to another person and someone will actually do something about it. Please share this video so we can get more people in touch with some recycling tips. Thank you guys and have a safe night, day or whatever time it is. See you guys.